3 people have been killed in a crash involving a truck and 3 cars near Phoenix, north of Durban. ALS paramedics report that there were multiple injuries. The M25 towards KwaMashu has also been closed off to traffic. Let's now welcome on the line Mr. Gareth Jameson from the ALS paramedics, who are among the first responders on the scene. Gareth, a very good afternoon to you. What sad news? What can you tell us about the incident?
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. Well, unfortunately, to start, the death toll has risen to 4 at the moment, and speculation as they could rise further up. 4 bodies have been recovered by the Durban Fire Department, who had to use the jaws of life and other hydraulic equipment for the one vehicle that was actually pinned underneath the truck. So it's now risen from 3 to 4, and before they can or anyone can give us any clear indication, they need to obviously pretty much flip the vehicle over and see if there's any further occupants inside that vehicle. So it's not a pleasant day, not a pleasant sight for emergency workers who have been on scene since about 1 p.m. this afternoon.
Very concerning indeed, Gareth. I mean, are you able to tell us at this stage what the cause of the accident might have been?
Yeah, witnesses allege, and I say allege as obviously we weren't there, that one vehicle came from the opposite bound that was travelling towards Durban, if you want to call it that, or towards North Coast Road, collided with a barrier and then came through the centre medium and collided with 2 other vehicles and a truck. However, obviously, SABC investigating unit is on scene, and they will be able to work out exactly what transpired. It's just sad the amount of lives that have been lost in this horrific crash.
Gareth, I mean, we understand that, of course, the M25 has been closed off to traffic. Are you able to tell us at what stage, of course, those recovery efforts are actually going? And do you know how long they will be on the scene until the road reopens for traffic?
Yes, well, as you can imagine, all necessary are there. I've just spoken to my team as well as the fire department that are in attendance, and obviously they were cutting the vehicle, or one of the vehicles that had the occupants in it that unfortunately passed away. So the vehicle did end up onto its roof as well. So it obviously was quite a difficult procedure to cut the people free. So they now need to pull the vehicles apart and then flip the vehicle over. Once they account for all the people that were in the vehicles, then obviously SABC will still need to do the necessary photographs, etc., for their own investigation. So, I don't want to give a definite time, but I can guarantee you it's another hour or 2 hours minimum, for the police to wrap up their investigation. All the patients, besides the deceased, have been transported to various hospitals. Fortunately, everyone else sustained minor injuries.
Gareth, thank you so much for that comprehensive update. And of course, we will be tracking that story as more, of course, of those rescue operations actually continue in the area. That is Mr. Gareth Jameson. He's one of the first responders there with ALS paramedics, and he's just confirmed to us that the death toll has now risen to 4, and they do not know what could happen throughout the rescue, as some people are still trapped inside those vehicles.